What's up, guys? It's Frankie Mutz, and you're watching Italian Sicilians Do It Better podcast.
Italian Sicilians do it better. Oh, can't you see? From cooking to comedy, it's pure family. Turn it up. This groove's for you. Queens in the house, bringing something true.
We're back with another one. Today it's all about that freshness, the fresh mozzarella. Frankie Mozzarella's in the building. What's going on, bro?
How you doing, pal? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. That mozzarella is magical.
Yes, I made it fresh this morning.
Nice.
Actually, I was at the deli.
So you got to tell us, where did this idea come from that you just started making this thing, and how do you make it so perfect?
It was like 4 years ago. I've been doing it now, and you go on your phone, the For You page, and a lot of things come up. So I've been watching a lot of guys in Italy making fresh mozzarella in the factory and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I always wanted to learn how to make it. So one of my dad's friends, I met somebody. They have a deli. So I started going there in the morning, making fresh mozzarella, practicing. And then especially in my hometown, there's not a lot of guys that
Do it.
that do it for like parties and weddings. I'm like an outside vendor, so I'll go to like a cocktail hour.
Oh, cool. So you even do that for events?
Yeah, I'm like an outside vendor coming into catering halls.
Very nice.
I mean, I do backyard parties, any celebrations, cocktail hours, corporate events.
See, I feel like my whole life, when I saw people making it, I thought there was so much more involved. I'm guessing now, I don't want to call it a shortcut, but I guess people are just buying the curd, and it's as simple as just hot water, and then you forming it.
The milk, they're not doing all that stuff.
Right.
They're just getting,
I usually will buy the curd at a restaurant supplier like Ace Indigo or like Restaurant Depot. And I've tried multiple curds, so I stick with the one that I think is the best.
Yeah.
And because if you make your own curd, you'll be there for a couple hours.
Yeah. It's a
I
lot.
don't have time for that, especially I'm tying bocconcini knots, for a cocktail hour.
Right.
So now the purpose of the wood and spoon is you're obviously massaging it, but what do you wait for to know that it's done?
When you're working the curd with the paddle, you got to wait till it's nice and silky smooth. If it has lumps in it, you got to keep working it. With me, I add a little extra salt so you can taste it. Because some mozzarellas you'll taste, they'll be bland or you don't taste the salt.
Yeah.
But I think with good quality curd and, working the curd the right way, you got to know what you're doing, honestly.
Now,
Curd's different every day.
Really?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
'Cause sometimes I'll get a thing of curd and it's like a little mouchade, But,
What's the reason for that? That could happen. Just
Like temperature.
yeah, it could be temperature if it's staying out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a few factors.
It
Then.
could be, yeah.
now, is it me or is it? I feel like it hurts. Is it the water really hot?
Yes, you have to put hot boiling water, yeah.
So are you constantly cooling your hands, or you just got to go with it?
You know what? I actually put like little gloves underneath a pair of gloves so I don't feel the heat.
So double insulation.
Exactly, yeah, so
Gotcha.
I don't feel the hot water. I mean, I've made it before with no gloves, but it's not fun. You keep burning your hands.
That's what
No.
I'm saying. So you started this 4 years ago, but what gave you the idea to start something like this? And at what point were you like, shit, I'm onto something here? Like, when did that transition happen for you?
Honestly, just scrolling through social media, and like I said, I grew up in a small town in Mayapack, Putnam County. It's where, everybody from the Bronx, Yonkers moved up to. But nobody's been doing it in my area, so I was like, I gotta hop on this,
Right.
I was making it at the deli a little bit, but my bread and butter is the parties. I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I'll bring my best friend from high school, have a good time, set up, bust chops a little bit, It's like I'm not even working.
That's
Oh,
good.
It's like I'm just hanging out, having fun. I honestly love what I do.
But that's awesome because what do they say? If you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you meet new people all the time, and then you got your
I meet
clientele.
so many people. I'm not good with names. I'm just good with faces.
Oh, I'm the same way.
They'll be
knows
like,
that.
"Oh, you know this guy, so and so." I'm like, if I seen his face, maybe, but
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Because how many names can you retain in your head?
Oh, figure. I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just really weird. But let me ask you, would you open up your own shop?
You know what? I thought about it. Because I work for the lady in my town. Shout out to Bella Cucina, Jojo, and Anna. It's my girls. But I thought about it, but I don't know. I just rather do the parties and weddings.
Okay.
You know, especially today, it's hard to find good rent.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, if you own the building, it'd be nice. You know, it's different, but rent is really high today.
Yeah. Even out by
Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
but even by because I found you live up by where Yonkers, right, closest to there.
Now, Putnam County.
Putnam County. That's
Yeah,
still
it's like
more
30
north.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like 30 minutes away from Yonkers.
Okay.
We're by like Yorktown, Lakeland, Somers,
Okay.
Westchester County.
So I'm in Westchester myself.
Okay.
So I don't know, like if you were to tell me rents down here, Queens, whatever, I know it's enough to make you vomit. But is it like the same out there in Westchester?
Yeah, it's expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's happened in his area and your area
Yeah.
is a lot of people who remember that one moment of COVID. Everybody fled New York.
Yeah.
People fled north.
Oh yeah,
People fled
Connecticut
south.
and all
Yeah.
Yonkers all the way over there, yeah. Because listen, I was able to get a spot, the same square footage of my apartment would have costed me $300,000 here when it costed me less than $100.
Wow.
So there is a difference, you know. Remember, we're not in the 5 boroughs.
No.
So I was thinking maybe the rent for these spots, maybe you could swing it depending on what you're selling, and what you're selling people want, clearly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just thought maybe that could be like a little deli thing for you in the
I'd like to maybe have like a deli cafe, make like fresh mozzarella,
Mm.
a little sandwiches. You know?
The best.
Yeah, it's the best.
But I'm gonna bring you back because I'm still curious that wooden spoon thing, right? So, hot water, you melt the curd in it.
Mhm.
You have the lumps out. You said,
Yep.
right, and you're massaging it.
Yep.
Now I noticed 2 things. Either you're making it in knots, right? But when you make it in knots, is there something special you need to do? Because I see they squeeze cut. Is that the right way to say
You
it?
basically cut it with your hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, to get
And then
the
they're
knot out.
putting it in cold water,
Yeah.
and that is for
You know what? Everybody makes it different,
Mhm.
you know. And I learned. Shout out to GNR Deli, Ralphie Caroline, and Giovanni. They showed me how to make mozzarella. So what I learned from him, I took.
fresh every day.
Yeah. How you doing?
How you doing?
He actually showed me how to make mozzarella too.
Okay.
Johnny's the best. He's doing good. But like I said, I learned from his brother Ralphie and him. They both showed me, and then I kind of put a little twist to it. Me personally, I don't like to put it in cold water right away.
What does
like
it do?
ice?
Yeah.
Some people do ice water,
Yeah.
but I do maybe a little cold. I mean, just like room temperature.
I think it's supposed to basically, because remember, you're getting a hot cheese. It's hot curd put into a bowl. I think the cold water is supposed to shock it
Yes.
to stay in form. That's really what it is.
But it's so good when it's warm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a gift, honestly.
I was gonna say when we were at an event last year and
Yes.
somebody was making them and he just gave it to me. It was freaking delicious, warm with the salt flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful though too, because then it gets chewy.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and you don't want nobody to choke. You know.
That's true.
And like, to be honest, I'd like to, you know, do a mozzarella class, teach people, but you're dealing with hot boiling water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liability issues.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stay away from that.
Yeah.
That'd be my luck. Oh, I burned my hand.
That sucks.
Unless you make them sign a waiver.
Yeah, that's true too. You could.
It's like, listen, this is what we're doing. You want in?
Yep.
It comes with the territory. I burn
does.
myself. I don't sue myself.
Yeah.
It don't work that way.
Exactly.
So figure it the fuck out. If you want to do
Yup.
it, do it. Listen, they have.
Listen, but here's the problem.
Go ahead.
People are suing McDonald's because they burnt their lip with a chicken
No,
nugget.
not their lip, bro.
Imagine this.
We're talking about the 90s where the lady burnt her hoo-hoo with the hot coffee.
Yeah.
But we actually talked about this the other day at my job. The reason for that is that the coffee, the temperature was way above what the normal is. It was like boiling.
You walk around with a thermometer?
Come on, bro. No, but she won because they tested it and they saw that it was at fucking really bad levels. It's like, so it happened. But going back to the thing for like teaching, right? There's like a butchery class out in Manhattan somewhere. Dude, they'll bring in boar, they'll bring in the cow, whatever, and they'll teach you how to butcher your thing. But of course, you're around knives, sharp knives. I'm sure there's a waiver that they make you sign, like, hey, you lose a hand, you're fucked. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But that's these are the things that they learn through it, you know? And I thought that would be a pretty cool idea for you guys to do.
Yeah, I'd like to do it. Yeah. Especially at our deli, maybe. But
Yeah, have like a little section off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah.
So you're doing events, I'm guessing weddings,
Yep.
birthdays.
Backyard events. I could even come in your kitchen. We'll make it in the kitchen.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, we got to do that one day.
Oh, you
Let
kidding
me know. I'm coming.
For real.
you got to tell us what was, I have it here for you, what was your first event like? And was there any chaos or any funny moments?
My first event was a backyard party. It was a St. Gennaro theme party.
Sick. Never heard of that one before.
Difference.
Oh, it was awesome. And they have a nice backyard. They got the kitchen out there and everything.
And it gets one off all right.
I did good. I made bocconcini. She had a lot of catered food there. Raw bar. It was awesome. Had slot machines. They were making polenta.
Oh,
They got the pizza oven.
That's his favorite.
Right up my alley. But
So did
You know, it
you
went
do
good.
more eating than working then?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
I did a little bit of both, but I try not to eat on the job. I want to make sure the mozzarella's nice and fresh for everybody. Everybody could try a taste. Then I always bring extra so you could have it the next day.
that's pretty good.
But
definitely-
yeah, no, the party went good. And then my first wedding I did was at Marina Del Rey in the Bronx.
Nice.
That's where I'm getting married.
Nice.
So if you guys need a wedding or a party, make sure you shout out to call up Joe. Ask for Joe. Yeah. He's taking care of me. He's a good guy.
Nice, man.
We're all good over
Now,
there.
are you going to be making your mozzarella for your wedding or?
No, I'm not. I am not. No, I'm off that night. But actually, there was this guy. He was from Arthur Avenue, and I'm not gonna say names, but he was searching around to get a mozzarella guy. But one of the guys didn't get back to him, so he called me like 2 days before, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll absolutely do it." But this was in the beginning, so I had pregame jitters. I never did a cocktail hour before.
You got to jump right into these things sometimes.
Yeah.
The more overthinking you do, the harder it's going to actually physically make you want to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it actually came out good. Everybody loved the mozzarella. I was there for an hour, then I break down,
What I,
package it up.
what I really want to try is a mozzarella sandwich, bro.
Yes, definitely.
Dude, that is keto friendly if I've ever seen it, bro. Have you seen it? Bro, it's a ball cut in half.
I just think that's a lot of cheese. I
Oh,
love
no,
cheese.
it's a lot of cheese.
That's
bro.
a lot of
Why?
cheese.
Bro, but when you sit there and you're like, I'm trying to cut out the bread, but I still want to have my sandwich. You want the prosciutto, you want the arugula and all that stuff.
Yep.
It works perfect because the mozzarella still holds.
Oh, it's great.
So it's, I
I
would-
tell you, even an hour when it cools down, it tastes great too.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, listen, I like it warm, like, room temperature, but I'm still the.
You remember those?
ice
You
cold.
remember those Frank's hot sauce slogan? I put
yeah.
that shit
Shit
on
on
everything.
everything.
And mozzarella, I
Yeah.
put that shit on everything. That's just me. I love
Yeah.
cheese. I love
Me
it.
too.
Let me ask you: Have you tried doing, or do you do like burrata too? Or
Yes, I know how to make burrata. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not like a big seller at the deli.
Really?
Yeah. It's more towards. You know what? It's like an appetizer for a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah. We really don't get a lot of burratas. I know how to make it, but it's so good.
So how do you get the inside so mushy? Is
You mean it's called
Stracciatella, yeah.
how do you get that in there? Like,
It's basically is after you form the ball, you kind of have to stretch it out a little bit, and then you add
fold it again?
stracciatella. Yeah, you fold it, cup it, cut it with your hand, and then you lay it in the water.
dude, I gotta hang out with you one day just to see the process.
How
Our
many times?
cholesterol levels will be up to fucking high
Yeah.
heaven.
I'll
I
take a
put
pill
extra
that day.
salt. Yeah.
No, but even at home, like I'll buy the the containers with the burrata. Sometimes just to eat with a little bit of like I got olive oil from Italy with that, a little bit of salt, a little oregano. Just having that as like a dinner, it's kind of light. You
Yeah,
know what
it
I mean?
is.
And it fills you up, and you feel kind of good. You know. So I mean,
I like it with balsamic glaze.
I feel here's the thing with balsamic glaze, man. And she's laughing in the back over there. It's good, but I think that you take away from the taste because the balsamic glaze, while it has like a little sweetness to it and all this other stuff, and it has good coloring, but I feel like you'll lose that amount. Like if you were to ask me, what would you rather? I would rather olive oil, good olive oil with salt over the balsamic glaze.
Yeah.
Because that you get to taste that the mozzarella for what it is.
Gotcha.
So that's my preference though.
Yeah.
But for me.
Was there ever a moment during your events that you experienced that was like it went to an oh shit moment or a funny moment?
See, he's got those.
See, I ask because when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with
yeah.
customers, something always seems to may have happened. And honestly, they're funny stories.
Yeah.
I mean, one lady asked me if I put sugar in the curd. I was like,
Okay.
no, it's salt. But
Sure. That's insane, man. You must get some stupid questions once in a
oh,
while.
I do every now and then.
Well, you gotta memorize those because those are the ones that take you through the day, bro. Those are the ones that you go home to and be like, you wouldn't believe the shit that I heard today.
So I heard rumors that you may be extending yourself to other cooking type of things.
Yes.
So one of my questions were, do you think the Italian American food, since everyone with the social media today is Italian and American. Do you think it's helping evolve what we're doing, or do you think it's maybe hurting our era per se?
I think it's actually helping, to be honest. You got a lot of young kids on social media to watch your videos and stuff. I like to keep the old school Italian.
That's what I mean. Like,
alive.
you think it's staying traditional, or it's just evolving to something
else.
else?
I think traditional, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see where that goes. Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you looking to do outside of the mozzarella? May I ask?
I started a new segment, Cooking with Cheech.
Cooking with Cheech.
Yeah. When I was growing up in high school, my father owned a pizzeria. So I used to work there. My parents split up when I was young, and then I would go down there and stay with them, and then we'd work at the pizzeria. So I basically, from making pizza, the marinara sauce, to cutting the salads in the back, watching everybody cook.
So you have some food under your belt.
Yeah, I learned how to cook in the kitchen, which is great. So now I'm like sharing my recipes to social media.
At what point do you feel like, are you going to brand this? Like, make something of your own?
Yeah, I did have it in mind. I was like, maybe if I could find a reasonable place, I could do maybe like a mozzarella factory or something. And, bulk order mozzarellas for restaurants and pizzerias.
I can see it.
I would love to do it.
Cheech Wonka's Mozzarella Factory.
Or
Cheech's balls. No, definitely. And listen, and you would probably get bulk orders because you're starting to see when you go to these restaurants, they're getting just like the brands off of the regular stores. Like you're not getting quality.
No, you're not.
So that's what makes things different.
And I don't like when it's made in a machine. Like, I understand, like an Uncle Giuseppe's or the Chico's, they mass order mozzarella. I mean, they need the machine, but I think it's better made by hand with love. And, you could also burn mozzarella, and then you could also overwork it where all the milk comes out of it.
Like, how would that happen?
You mean burning it?
Yeah. With the too much hot water?
Too much hot water, yeah.
Oh, wow. So then it's just too loose to form? Is that what happens?
Yeah, and then, it tastes different too.
Yeah, there's a science behind it. Man.
Really is. It's a process. I mean, people make it look easy, but it's really not.
I can imagine.
I find it intriguing when I'm watching, a lot of people today are doing the mozzarella stuff.
Yeah.
And I noticed the different styles. And honestly, what kind of attracted me to like what you're doing is the way you talk.
Yeah.
I know we say we have New York talks.
Yeah.
And especially when you call me pal.
Coffee.
And then I knew, it's like a Bronx thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that about you. So
Appreciate
that was intriguing to watch, and I kind of started enjoying. And then I saw you make a pasta dish not too long ago.
Yes.
And, I like to see that you're evolving to new and better things.
Yes, I mean, there's only so many times I could post mozzarella.
Right.
You post whatever, I get it, but I'm like, I want to do something a little different than everybody else. But everybody's cooking on social media too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you the cook at home, or?
Lately, my wife's been cooking. She's a good cook.
Okay.
Yeah, she cooks. So sometimes I'll cook.
Only when the moment strikes you, huh?
Yeah.
So if we want to rewind a bit and talk about, your childhood and how you grew up, you said you were third generation.
Yep.
At what point, I guess your grandparents, what part of Italy were they from?
It's, Napoli, and I'm Calabrese too.
Napoli and Calabrese.
Calabrese, yeah. I'm not Sicilian.
That's right. You're still allowed on here.
Yeah.
But have you been to Italy? Have you experienced the life?
Honestly, no. Honestly, after my honeymoon, I think after our wedding, I want to go to Italy so bad. Yeah. I want to go in the mozzarella factories. I want to go how they make the Parmigiano Reggiano, cooking classes, homemade pasta. Plus, I want to tour a little bit. But it's just the flight for me, honestly. I hate flying.
Another one.
I hate
now they're going to talk about this for 20 minutes.
I even hate flying to Florida, too. But
Jesus.
I can't do it, bro.
All right, I'm getting up.
I think I just liked you more.
Yeah.
I hate flying.
Me
and
too.
They always
can't
get
do
on
it.
my case about it.
I'd rather drive to the Jersey Shore, honestly.
Jesus.
Honestly,
I drive to Florida. I'm cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do that drive.
I do it.
No, he's done it. And-
Non-stop.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How
I'm
many
dedicated.
espressos you had?
And Red Bulls, probably.
And my snoring keeps him up, too. Yeah, I can't, man.
Yeah, I'm not a plane guy. I mean, I've been to Italy. Like, I get on if I got to get on.
Yeah.
But that's like, if I could avoid it, I'd avoid it.
Same.
So for your honeymoon, where are you going?
Oh,
Atlantic
Madonna.
City?
St. Vincent's and the Grenadines.
So you're doing it.
Yeah. We still didn't book it yet, but
Oh, so you're still in time not to fly.
yeah, I know.
Can we get a rowboat there? Like, can we just do that?
I know. Yeah, it's actually a beautiful place. It's a new resort.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
You got big stuff.
it's a lot. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
That's all the Scarola right there.
Yeah, might have to take out of the boost.
Ah.
Put it towards.
You got that black book ready?
Yeah, I know. Mark down who I'm
Stop.
giving what. Yeah.
It's important.
Just get rid of it.
What
It's
happens
not-
if someone under mozzarella this guy?
Then he throws a ball at them and say, "You're not coming to my next event, asshole." It's simple, bro.
What are your thoughts when people talk about that type of stereotyping? Like, because it's true, people are writing down what you give, and we had a whole big episode about this. Like, I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that?
But some people, like I said, they get turned off. They take $100 out of the envelope.
But-
some people get mad.
Is this what they're serving? Fuck that takeout 50.
Sometimes the food ain't good, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but why does it have to? It should.
I would never do that,
No, but still, the purpose is like you're there for a celebration. It doesn't matter if you like the food or not. They through this celebration give what you wanted to give.
Exactly, yeah.
Otherwise, you shouldn't have went.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Let's
yeah.
just be honest, man.
Yeah.
And at that point, if you don't want to go, send them whatever.
And that's it, yeah. You
And
don't
that's
go.
it.
Yeah,
You don't go, but you send them something.
Exactly.
You can't complain. They didn't even take a dish.
That's right.
For real.
Yeah, cocktail hour is my favorite, though.
Yeah, that's got to
Always
be
loved
good.
Cocktail hour.
I'm telling you, sometimes you actually end up liking the reception more than the dinner itself.
Yeah.
Because like people stack up. I mean, especially with what you're basically giving out over there, people they swarm you.
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. And I don't pre-make nothing. It's just fresh. As soon as they walk in, I'm making it. Tying the knots. You're going to have to wait a little bit, but
Fucking-
it's the best when it's nice and fresh.
Oh yeah.
So if you had to pick the best way to eat a mozzarella, would it be in a sandwich, on a pizza, strictly with olive oil, or what would you suggest the other best way is?
I like a nice caprese.
Good.
Little tomatoes, basil, little olive oil.
Red onion.
You could,
Thin.
really?
Thin
Yeah.
Sliced red onion, dude.
Never had that. Yeah.
The sweetness.
That sounds
from the
good, though.
bro. Trust me. And if you got some good oregano,
Yeah.
you're dealing with a
I
whole
get
nother
the
animal.
Sicilian oregano from Ace. They got the
Yeah.
good stuff.
There you go, bro. I'm
Love
telling
oregano.
you, man.
But you know what? I also like it on pizza too, like a nice margarita.
Mm,
But it's hard to put fresh mozzarella on a pizza because it's very milky.
yeah.
And you put it on a pizza, it might be a little
Watery.
watery. Yep.
That's why people use it mainly if it's like a quick Napolitan style in and out.
Yeah.
It doesn't create all that extra water.
Right. Have you had the buffalo?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually, for my birthday a couple years ago, my father took me, shout out to Mutz Lab in Brooklyn, Carroll Gardens.
Nice.
And they have the buffalo mozzarella. It's absolutely delicious.
Tell me now. You taste the
But
difference.
yes, you do.
What's the difference?
Buffalo's milk.
Buffalo milk.
Oh, it really is a buffalo's milk.
Yeah, not a bull. You're not getting a guy out there. It's buffalo.
That was my next question.
I
I, was a
know,
little
just-
worried.
Yeah.
That's why
But you know what?
And milk a bull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just once.
It's not popular here, though.
It's
Buffalo
crazy.
mozzarella.
Why not?
No
It's
idea.
better tasting.
It does taste. I really
I
like
heard
it.
the best
I
you could
really
ever
do.
have is in Napoli.
Well, because they kind of like pioneered
They
that
milk
from how
bulls all day over there.
Fucked up. So, but that's really what it is. Because when I go to Italy, I always say, dude, don't put this, don't put that. Pie, buffalo pie,
Ugh.
bro. Just everything in together just tastes ridiculous.
Oh, it's so good.
And I don't know why it's not popular here. It's such a
it's not.
better tasting product
I know.
than regular milk.
And I got a guy to get the buffalo milk curd, but
Are you fucking serious?
yeah, but the thing is, like, it's imported, so it takes a couple of days. You got to make it right away because otherwise
Yeah.
it'll go bad.
yeah.
It goes bad fast.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't like preserve. Yeah,
But man, the minute you got it and you work it, bro, forget it, dude.
best.
Fuck.
Now, you have passion in this.
Yes.
Is your goal to pass it down, to see where it goes, to grow it?
Yeah.
Like, where do you see yourself doing it?
I really do have a love and passion for it. I enjoy
Food in
it.
general, right?
Yeah, food in general. Not only making mozzarella, but making sandwiches, pizzas, and everything. Cooking's a part of me. It's like my whole family's cooks too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to maybe find like a young kid or maybe my cousins, see if they're interested about, making mozzarella. Because one day when I'm ready to retire, or I'll probably never retire, I have to go to work. I can't sit home.
None of us can do
I
that.
can't sit home. I was sitting home because we had no school for like 3 days. I'm like, I got to get out of this house.
But you know what? That's what we say until we stay home. And then,
Yeah.
no, wait, I'm sorry. The other way around. That's what we say now. But when
Right.
it comes to that point,
Mhm.
you're going to want to.
I want to actually, because it's a one-man show with me, so I like to teach somebody else and then if I have 2 jobs in one day, send them over there.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to teach somebody who wants to learn. And
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this. You know how a lot of people are infusing stuff with other food?
yeah,
I'm just curious, because you're basically a pro at this. If you wanted to make different types of mozzarella, let me give you a really bad example. Let's just say I like mushrooms, but I like sauteed mushrooms. I like the flavor. Is there a way that even, and it could be any ingredient, maybe, I guess kind of like incorporating that with the mozzarella itself? You know what I'm saying? Like how they have different types of like brie. They have one with mushroom. They have one with this, one with that. Could you possibly do something with that? Like having an infusion mozzarella ball? So when you slice it up, you have different like it's a new flavor profile on it.
Actually, I've
curious.
seen something like that.
Did you? I
I've
haven't seen it.
I don't think
people-
I've seen that either.
No,
I mean,
right?
I've seen people inject it with
Not the
pesto.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about injecting because
Yeah.
that's easy. Any asshole
yeah,
can do that.
yeah.
I'm talking about like really molding it with a different ingredient. I know it's going to be in the hot water, so it's probably not going to be the same. But I'm wondering if there's something that could be done to kind of like something like that, where
Yeah.
there could be a flavor in there, a different ingredient, a vegetable, a meat, or something to give it a new like kick. You know what I mean? I'm just wondering if that's even a possibility.
I mean, you could smoke it, I guess.
Okay.
Do smoked mozzarella. I've seen a guy, he actually, while he was making mozzarella, he put pesto
Okay.
in it. Yeah, you could infuse it with pesto while you're making it.
Right. Well, because
I've
it's
seen that.
a sauce. It's
Yeah.
you could it's malleable.
Actually, a cool thing that I saw
What?
is someone just made a big mozzarella ball, and then inside there was a bunch of little mozzarella balls.
Oh, I've seen that too.
Chilancini, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah. I actually just did that the other day.
you did?
I put bocconcini in it, and I cut it in half, and it
Oh,
came
that's
out.
sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
You know what I had? I think it was like last year. I mean, before I had my surgery. Before that, this specific sandwich started blowing up, which was the mortadella and burrata sandwich.
Yes.
But before all that, last year, we never really seen any of that, right?
I'm actually going to be making a sandwich tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to get a panuzzi, the
Okay.
pizza bread, and I'm going to put mortadella, burrata, and I'm going to finish it with a pistachio crema.
So where are you gonna be tomorrow? 'Cause we're-
Where can we follow
I'll
this?
Come to the deli. I'll be at the deli tomorrow making more cooking videos. I enjoy it.
where do you do it now? What deli?
Bella Cucina in Mayapack.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
Mayor Pack.
And then that's like my hangout spot. I'll have my espresso there.
Nice.
She's been bringing in the pastries, so I've been eating St. Joseph's.
One after another, bro.
Yeah. But God bless her. She, from Mayapack, she commutes all the way up from Mulberry Street.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's a drive.
Great lady. Love her.
That sounds awesome, man. At least you got people who back you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Do you ever get tired of eating mozzarella?
Yes, I do, actually, yeah.
I can see it though.
But you know what? Every time I get it, I always try to make sure it's good.
You have to
I have to taste it.
It's
And
so
I'll
important
eat
to-
it raw, without the salt.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You always got to taste it because sometimes they got a sell date on it.
How long can a mozzarella ball stay after being made?
Couple of days.
So I gotta
I
throw
would say 3-4 days.
I gotta throw the one in my fridge out now.
But you got to taste it, make sure it don't go bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, once you're done, you put it in the fridge because it's like milk. You got to put it in the fridge, which I don't like to, but
Yeah.
I like when it's nice and fresh. But yeah, you can make chicken parm, chicken alla vodka with it, pizzas, sandwiches, whatever.
Yeah.
I really like it on the pizza bread though.
Mm.
It's so good. The panuzzi.
Basically, it's pizza dough. You cut it in half, or you make it
Yeah,
into.
you fold it in half
Yeah.
and you just put it in the oven there.
Right, and then you pop it open. They've been doing that. That was a new trend thing too. Like that wasn't a big thing before. Now
Yeah.
they open it up. It's like a hot sandwich because now everything from the heat from the bread will just melt everything and blend it together.
Yeah. So
So if you had to choose burrata or mozzarella, you would choose.
it's a tough question.
It's hard.
I
man.
like both. I really do.
both on the same level almost.
Yeah. You know what? I would go with burrata. I like the
There we go.
stracciatella in the
There
middle.
you go.
If you had to choose Sunday sauce or vodka sauce,
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm telling you, I
I
got some.
I've been on the vodka kick lately.
Yeah.
I just made a nice spicy rigatoni. It's so good.
Same thing for me. Like I love the sauce,
Yeah.
but for some reason, if it's just the vodka or the Alfredo or it's just something different, sometimes that just sparks it for me.
Yeah.
I love the crushed red pepper and the Calabria chili peppers in it.
Oh yeah,
Give it a nice
There's a
kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made that the other day. Oh,
Nice.
so good.
Dude, for me, honestly, a good because you mentioned pesto. For me, if you give me pesto with gnocchi,
Oh,
it puts you on. That's a whole like because we do the whole tomato thing, sauce, vodka, this, and that,
Yeah.
bro. But there's something about the freshness from a pesto sauce, especially with something heavy like gnocchi,
Yeah.
bro. And then even you put some of that mozzarella on top to let it melt down on the.
Oh.
Man, yeah, bro.
I'm gonna make pasta alla norma too
Nice.
with the eggplant.
Love that.
I'm gonna put it in the fryer gonna fry it up a little bit.
Again, when are you doing this?
Next week, yeah.
I think I'm gonna come hang out with you.
But I'm not gonna lie, I like a nice marinade on a Sunday with a little crushed red pepper and a scoop of palio ricotta on top. It's my favorite.
So another funny question for you is, just like a contractor, one contractor has to always inspect the other contractor. So if you eat somebody else's mozzarella, are you quickly judging it?
Yes, he is. That's a yes if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I really don't try other people's. I usually use mine, but when I try it, it's good. You know?
Yeah.
I make it like Johnny too. He taught me,
Mm.
so I kind of make it around his.
Around
How
his
he makes
way.
it.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
makes great mozzarella too.
Yeah, people come far and wide for his, you know?
Yeah,
I've seen it.
he's
yeah.
doing good with his deli too.
Hell yeah.
God bless him. I'm happy for him.
No, he's doing good. Absolutely.
Never forget where I started. You know.
That's the point, man.
Yeah.
And it's those who don't remember or who choose to forget.
Yeah.
They get fucked.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
how it is, but
Never forget where I come from. Yeah.
that's important.
It was a long journey to get the mozzarella business up and running.
Can imagine, man.
You know, you got all these ideas out there. I want to do this, that, but you got piano, one thing at a time. I'm
Yeah,
learning
And it's
patience.
tough too today because everything is so overly saturated.
Yeah.
And if you rush it, like you took your time and you're slowly doing it right, you know, but you always got to try to, I guess, figure out how to be slightly different.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
But keeping up, it's also a hard thing too, because while you want to be different and known and everything, you got to keep with tradition and this and that. So it's like you got to know when to pivot.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Oh fuck you, dude. What? He's already.
Because I know how he thinks, but
Yeah.
this is for both of you.
What's
If mozzarella had a personality, what kind of a person would it be?
So it could be guy or girl.
Oh, I'm hoping for you it's a girl, but okay.
I
If you want
mean,
to be
listen.
a guy, I can't judge.
Well, I'm not gonna say I can't wait to put him in my mouth, but I'm just saying. I'll let him answer this one. I'll let you take the first one on that
So if
one.
mozzarella had a personality, Cheech, what kind of a person would it be?
I would say maybe a zip off the boat.
For me, I think it would be a really delicate girl because it's so soft, it's breakable. Stop laughing back there.
That's what I was thinking too.
See, because we have the same mind.
I don't know. To me, that sounds like
Delicate, breakable. You can't bruise it. Not you gotta be nice and nicer with it.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like you need jail.
No, well, it depends.
Growing up, what was the biggest food rule in your household?
That's a good one.
Because mine changed as it evolved over the years.
My grandmother, no, they used to no elbows on the table,
Right.
shoes off in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit down when
How about
everybody's eating.
there was no TV while you were eating dinner?
Right.
Yeah, no iPads.
Well, I mean,
No,
at that
nothing,
point,
yeah.
Back then, there was no beepers.
Yeah,
And if you had it, they threw it at your fucking head. Put that shit away. Yeah.
it was nice Sunday dinners at my grandmother's. We all sit down. My grandfather was alive. God rest his soul. I wish he was still alive.
It's those good times that we try our best to keep those memories. And I know you try to
Yes.
do the same.
Yeah,
And it's those things I want my kids to have the same, mindset on being raised. Like the dinner tables.
Yep.
The company.
Mhm.
The gestures of just making sure and checking in on someone, right? I feel like all that stuff today is gone.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like if someone rings your doorbell today, you're running. Like nobody wants company anymore.
It's probably
Fuck
Amazon.
is that?
Amazon.
Time, things change, man.
Yeah.
Not a group of people can't be the same forever.
Yeah.
Things change. Technology changes, we change, change with
I mean, it might be 2026 outside, but in my heart, it's like 1990.
So what's one of those memories you miss? If you could make it a golden rule, when I have kids, that's what they're going to be taught. This is what they're going to do. What would that be?
Probably the old school mentality with a little new, but pasta every Sunday, jarring out tomatoes. Hopefully, my kid, I'll teach him how to make mozzarella
Would you teach your kid if it's sauce or gravy?
sauce.
I like you.
I say
like you better.
marinara sauce.
That's different. Don't worry about that.
I don't know. Some people say it's gravy when you put the ribs and the sausage and the meatballs, but
I've
I
heard
say
it all.
sauce. It's me.
I heard it all.
Yeah, we always
Gravy goes on a turkey.
Well, because gravy is back in the Bronx.
Yeah.
That was a very Bronx thing.
Yeah.
That I've learned. That was them.
that was
Everyone-
Jersey too.
Jersey too. But no, I'm saying for anyone who lived in New York who says gravy, that was Arthur Avenue type shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. It was
That's
there
where it all
today.
stayed
Yeah.
over there.
I didn't have time because I was like double parked. I was on Arthur Avenue today. I wanted to get some bread, cannolis, but I didn't have time today.
Oh yeah. I went to that Calabria pork store over
Love
there,
it
man.
there.
Dude. the
His
lines are
super sod
crazy.
is the best.
Oh,
Is that the
100%.
guy that has a million of them hanging in the
chandelier.
ceiling?
Yeah, the chandelier. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I've been there, and listen, and I went there just to get sausage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's like I got there at fucking 12, and they were already almost out. It's like, what are these animals coming in here and buying everything up?
Yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah, me and my friend usually go down there. Shout out to Nikki. What up, cuz? We usually go down there. We make a day out of it. We go shopping. We go to the Cherini.
Right.
You know, then we'll get lunch.
Don't hate me. I've never been there.
No?
I went there, dude. I've lived now in Yonkers
Mm-hmm.
for about 6 years now.
My whole family's from Yonkers.
Went there twice.
Really?
I don't go around there, bro.
Yeah.
It's not my neighborhood. I don't claim
Yeah.
it.
Got you. But I'll always go down and visit GNR too.
Yeah.
Caroline, Ralphie, the best.
I still haven't went there though. I do
Gotta
want to
go
go. I
there,
still
yeah.
haven't went, and they're close by.
Yeah, they
I
are.
still haven't went.
Much like Morris Park over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never leave Queens. I don't know what it is. Not that I haven't visited the Bronx. I just never went to Little Italy in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Mad people have been inviting me. Giovanni's asked me to come out too.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
It's like Myrtle. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a more ginzoed out.
No, I
Myrtle
believe it
Avenue.
is.
That's all
I believe it is, and I should make it a point to. But
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, of that guy with the sausages all over the place.
Yeah. The chandelier. Yeah.
Freaking nuts.
I
Those
love that
those
stuff.
ever go bad?
No, as long
Yeah.
as they hang
They
up,
could
they
just
dry.
stay there
Stay there, yeah,
That's it?
dry, yeah.
Yeah.
Prosciutto's dried like 24 months too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
They
it
cure it
sit?
for
Could it sit for 24 years? That's my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I
know
wouldn't take
about
a
that.
slice of it, but fuck. I mean,
So if I go to this guy's store and there's 1,000 of these sausages
give me
hanging,
your oldest one.
do I tell him I want the one back there or do I want the one in the
Fucking pop out the vintage. Oh, this one was branded 1842. There you go. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's crazy.
Listen, it's not like wine, bro. You can't fucking have it vintage. It's still meat. You gotta be careful with it. But nah, they do a good job though. When you look at it, your mind gets blown. When you go, you're like, what the fuck? Like you just want to do one of these, and just fucking put it in your jacket.
So I asked burrata or mozzarella, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm asking, is it prosciutto or supersata?
Oh, that's a tough one.
For me, it's
I like hot super sod too.
That's
But I gotta go with the prosciutto, the Parma. We get the black label. Oh, it's so
Oh
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna make it harder now.
You think you're gonna make it harder? Let's go.
Espresso, before or after dessert?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because it could hit the spot before,
Before.
or after.
I say before, because
Yeah.
the bitter sets in and then makes the sweets sweeter.
I would do after with a Stella Dora cookie.
Me.
Like an Anazent cookie. Dip it in.
Okay, you're an expensive date.
Yeah, I am.
But he puts out too, so it's good.
Yeah.
My answer would have been before and after.
Because you're more out there with this coffee stuff.
I drink them all day long though.
Really?
Oh, I gotta stop. I'll have like 2, 3 a day and then a cup of coffee at work.
Gotta be careful with that shit, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're fucking gonna get a nosebleed one of these
I
days,
know.
bro. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
What is the craziest thing besides asking if there was sugar in your mozzarella? Anything else? Has anybody ever told you why you're playing with Play-Doh? Like, does somebody
No.
not know what it is?
I mean, some people will come up to me. I was like, "What is this station?" They look like they're lost.
Yeah, some people, man. You know, you let them run wild and they come up with the craziest shit.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I had one guy that came up to me. He goes, "Yeah, I own a factory."
Hmm.
I was like, "Okay, God bless. Nice. You want some mozzarella?" He just like walked by. I was like, "All right."
But he just wanted to know, like, a matter of fact, by the way.
Yeah, he saw me making mozzarella. I guess he owned his own factory, whatever.
Making mozzarella or
Yeah.
making sneakers? Like,
He
what the
makes
fuck?
mozzarella. Yeah, he just literally. That's what he told me, and then he walked away. I was like, "Okay."
That was interesting.
I know. Yeah, I was like, "All right."
Yeah, you should have walked back up to him. I own
Did he take
sneakers.
one at
I walked
least?
back.
No, he didn't. Did not.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that was an insult to that.
I should have threw a bocconcini at him.
You see?
That is
Yeah.
so awkward.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I was like, "All right, cool. That's awesome." I mean, you want some mozzarella? I mean, I'm here for the wedding.
I guess not.
Yeah.
What assholes, man. I'm telling you, bro.
So, Frank, before we go, I normally like to ask you a question. And I would like to, if you could look at your camera and let the people know something inspiring, or maybe you went through something in life, right? If you had to tell somebody a tip, an inspiration or something, what would you tell them?
My great-grandfather used to say prayer, hard work, and sacrifice. And I live by all three of those.
Wow.
I'm living out my dream. Food is my passion. And you can't care what anybody says.
Just go after it.
You got to go after your dream. Yeah. Be better, not bitter.
That's-
Support each other. Respect.
Yeah, no, that
really
was
about
well
it.
said, short and sweet.
Yeah.
And with a funny closing, here's my last question to you.
Okay.
If mozzarella could talk, what would it say about people who eat it?
This fucking guy again.
You know what? I'm gonna say Bella. Beautiful.
Nice.
Bella, beautiful.
Bella, beautiful. That's it.
Well, there you have it, everyone. Where can everybody find you, Frank?
On social media, Frankie Della Mozzarella on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I don't do Twitter or X.
Oh, me neither.
I don't do Threads either.
Yeah, neither do I.
And now Snapchat, you can watch videos on Snapchat now.
Really?
Not into it.
No.
I use Snapchat for other reasons. Anyway, see you later. everyone.
Well,
And
there you
then you can find me on OnlyFans too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, he stretches mozzarella on that really
Yeah.
well.
We call him mozzarella.
I'm just joking.
Marcus is not.
No, I'm not.
Well, there you have it, guys. Frank, again, thank you so much for having the opportunity of getting you here.
Yeah.
And the little bit of experience of mozzarella. Like, again, it looks simple, but there's a lot to it.
So thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No, thanks for
Anytime.
coming, bro.
Appreciate it. I really enjoyed my time here.
Awesome.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Next time.